Never felt that, come on, yeah. Never felt that, come on, yeah. When I never felt that, come on, yeah. You gotta get up.
This first test is just going to be historical background and some geography. So we're going to get through this very quickly. Each one of the sections are going to be flipped. We'll take a very quick assessment, and then we're going to spend a lot of time talking about the individual religions themselves. It's going to get very complicated, so appreciate this. And this is going to be the same for both. We're going to take a look at India and China. This part for this test is primarily going to focus on things like geography influencing the development of each of those civilizations. And then you'll need to know some characteristics of these civilizations. And then, of course, important contributions of each civilization. You're just, as long as you can keep the two separate, you're going to be okay. Subcontinent because it is so large. The Himalaya Mountains were created when the Indian subcontinent broke away from Antarctica, was pushed up through plate tectonics, and rammed into Asia. Monsoon, if you remember anything from geography, I hope. The weather patterns traveling from west to east. When the weather patterns go in that direction, they're bringing the water from the Arabian Sea over the subcontinent. Therefore, it's going to be very, very wet. When the winds change direction in the dry season, they're coming over the Himalayan mountains. Therefore, it's a rain shadow, and now you have a dry season. So these were designed on purpose. You can tell the streets run parallel, so they're much more organized and civilized than, say, Grand Island. Harappa, Mohenjo-Daro, these were not the names that these people referred to them themselves. The civilization is lost. We'll get into it, but we can't read their writing. So this is going to be future generations. Mohenjo-Daro actually translates to City of the Dead, which is not what you call any place that you're currently living. I'm always impressed when your bathroom toilets actually flush. So obviously you're going to need a relatively stable and strong government to pull those things off when trash chutes, the trash going to the streets, and that there is actual scheduled trash pickup. These are the people that first domesticated the crop of cotton. You can see the geometric lines, how things were planned out. The size of the individual bricks remained constant for over 1,000 years. These are our public baths. Running water, quite an achievement for that time. Granary, so they're storing food, excess food, surplus food, literally for the rainy day. Though I guess not literally, but you know. There above the bison seal, you can see some of the Indus people writing. The bowl will be reoccurring. The necklace also shows a wide trade network. Unicorn looks remarkably like the bowl except for one horn. Some more of the, can't call it an alphabet because we don't know whether it's phonetic or symbolic. The bowl is a reoccurring figure in the Indus people art. Individuals were buried with some of their property. Undecipherable, just wanted to say that. We will find out a whole lot more about them if we're ever able to break that code.
Hi, I'm John Green, and this is Crash Course World History. Let's begin today with a question.
Yes, check the next tile. There is an Edpuzzle assignment for you to complete before we come back to class to discuss this. Thanks, John. So the Aryan migration coming in from over the Hindu Kush Mountains are going to change everything, social structure. These are going to be the people that are bringing first the oral traditions, and then the written that will lead us to what we now refer to as Hinduism. Sanskrit writing, still used currently, that one we can read. Raja, those are going to be the local nobles or kings. So men are going to be the only ones that will receive education. They'll be the only ones that can own property or passed along. They'll be the only ones that can be priests. Arranged marriages. Sati is probably the worst when, if the male dies first, the wife is expected to throw herself on the funeral pyre. That's, burning the corpse. So she will not be a drain on society. This is the birth of Hinduism.